Hello, hello. Good morning for me, and good afternoon for Europeans, I suppose. How are you doing, though? I'm pretty good. Quite happy to be doing an earlier stream, I think. How are these things? How is power? Power's looking good. That buffer's about to get to 1 trillion EU, which, that's not bad. That's a 1 here, and then there's all of that still to go. Right. Yes, this stuff's still going, I think. The quake-proof casing. Got 36 of it. But then it's also everything we need for the vibration laser engraver, which we should be pretty close to having. I need 438 atomic casing. That is probably the thing that's holding me back. I imagine, wow, I don't even have the pattern for the atomic casing. But I know I increased the buffer size of this right, 2048. So we should have enough, maybe. Right, let's do this. I would like this. These being double plates is kind of rough. Makes me less optimistic. I already had a pattern for the frames, so just do the casing here, and then double plate is full, so we'll come to double plates. I think the easiest thing for me to do, this is just called bender double plates. Okay. What I'm going to do is get another input bus. CHV one. And grab an expanded pattern provider. And just add it on. And then that way, that'll easily be enough double plates for the rest of the game, I think. Right, so this, that there. Put this on setting 2, make it a distinct bus. There wouldn't be any conflicts, so just, yeah, that should be fine. And then we'll grab the knife, bender, double plates. Now we come here, and I type in double plates. How are they different? Is it because they're different? I think it's because they're different pattern providers that they're not. Well, that's annoying. Okay, in that case, I'm going to grab all these and chuck them in here. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to add a program circuit. And then just rename this, like, what are you? Your foil. Bender foil, your bender plate's 1. Is there a bender with perfect overclock? No. Well, I'll add that then. You don't like the circuit card? I think it's great. I'm only doing it for this. I've moved the double plates into a bigger one and then just added one bus for it. How are you hypercrafting? Right, atomic casing. 400. Oh, I'm a bit short. Okay, it's because of double plates. They're really expensive. Okay, can I do 200? I can. Right, that's going to take some time to build back up again. Well, I'm not doing one bus per circuit. I have one bus for every circuit, like every reasonable circuit. So like 1, 2, and 10, right? Foil, double plates, and 9 for dense plates. I have all that. But there are some Bender recipes that use different ones, like the bucket, right? Bucket uses 12, you see. There are some recipes where it would make sense. But yeah, the vast majority are set up that way. It made sense as something I could use when the patterns weren't merging in the pattern access terminal. And I probably won't need any more double plates and an expanded pattern provider anyway. Hopefully. This casing's been coming in quick. That's good. I like that. Which concrete is this? This one. I might change that. That doesn't have to stay. Same with all this. This could all be messed with. Yeah, it's an extra click. It can be annoying. I don't disagree. Right, I might exchanging gadget this wall instead. Exchanging gadget. This. Quite hard to actually see it. Probably won't see the back of this most of the time anyway. The vibration laser engraver controller is an ultimate laser engraver researched, and then to build it, it's all this stuff, which is quite expensive. Okay, so I'm gonna need 2 ultimate laser engravers. Oh, I could spell. Using neutronium and tritanium nuggets. Okay, the neutronium I understand. The the nuggets I don't. Why do I need the nuggets? What are they used for? They used to make the rounds. We know how to do that. So why, when I try to make an ultimate laser engraver? Okay, now apparently it's fine. Who knows? Okay, liquid neutronium, yeah. For gravity stars, right? Right, last time we sorted out the argon plasma. Every 2 seconds. Wow, that's really good, actually. Why is the neutronium not on? Low on the americium. Right. Why is the americium... Is it because the americium is slow? Or is it because... I think it's because it's slow. It's this one. Yeah, you have everything you need. Which means I could do with another Fusion Mark III that maybe does americium. Needs 4 ingots of americium every 22.5 seconds. Of course it does. Of course you know that. Okay, well, in that case, I'm definitely going to need more americium, right? And americium is made from things that I have plenty of access to. Yeah, I think. Just need to watch the speed of this. So I just need some more Mark IIIs, basically. But I get 2. Okay, a bit low on RAM chips. UH pick chips are alright, but we could be a little bit better. RAM chips. Where are we making RAM wafers? Here. And they were taking the quad wafers. I would like to do the neutronium ones, but I understand why that's probably not realistic. I turned off the quad buell as well, didn't I? So we haven't got any of those. Right. Well, I could just grab some of these, I guess, and just do this. a very temporary fix. It depends if I want to do the neutronium buells or not. I'd like to, but obviously neutronium is very valuable right now, so... What do we think? How much neutronium is this each time? It's 4 per. Okay. And then they get cut into 1.5 stacks. Okay. They're probably worth it, you know. As annoying as that is. It's probably worth it. I have how much neutronium right now? 200. Yeah, like... Take that out quickly. Okay, that's an EBF then that I need to make. And I believe... Do you do anything? Probably. Yeah. Black steel. Right. And you do this, and you do osmiridium. With the extra argon plasma, I should just get the void. How close am I to getting the void? I have the heat chamber. I just need the echo fluid, which comes from me getting the vibration laser engraver. Right. Isn't one of you the trinoquadalloy? Is it you? It is you, and there's no neon. We're out of neon gas. Right. Of course we are. Of course we're out of neon gas. Like, you know. Why wouldn't we be? Why aren't you doing anything? Which is full. I'll just turn this back on. You get me neon. No, you don't get me neon. This one gets me neon. Give me 500 neon every 90 seconds. Okay, that's really bad. Oh, I have a chem plant here? What the hell is this doing in here? Oh, it's the copper chloride. The cupric chloride. Yeah, same difference. Right. I just forgot this was here. That's great. When do I get the exotic gas siphon? Oh, but these need to be in the dimensions. Like, I guess I could do it in Abydos. And that does get me neon. Oh, that's kind of interesting. 50 seconds though. That's not great. 4 amp would be 12.5 seconds, which is quite a bit better. It's just... When do I get this? The gas siphon has parallels. Yeah, that's really good because it just gets it from nothing, right? Yeah. So it's always going to run if it has the power. Okay. I mean, this thing's really nice, but I need at least UHV energy hatches, which I don't have yet. And UHV components, which I'm very far away from. Crap. Okay, well, that's probably when I will upgrade all this stuff. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't really have much of a choice. There's no other real ways of getting more neon, is there? No. I could speed it up, I guess. It's currently using EV and EV. Could do a lot better than that. Just do like 2 LUV 4 amps, maybe. Or ZPM. 2 ZPMs. That's a bit more. Let me soft hammer these. Ooh. Yeah, no neon is bad. We do need the trinoquadalloy stuff. How much atomic casing do I have? 200. I get 100 more? 80? I need 400 of this stuff. Come on. Yeah, this stuff uses a pretty insignificant amount of power, I'm going to be honest. 30,000 EU a tick for LUV, that is like nothing. Alright, we start. Okay. So, cut the cable, get rid of this, put this in. That's quite a lot better. Probably good enough. It's just not a lot of neon gas, really, is it? It's 500 each time, and how much neon gas is used per EBF craft? 25. And how much in an EBS? An ABS? Quite a lot. And we're using neon. This is where all the neon's gone. Of course. Okay. They go into the heat chamber. Right, I'm going to turn this off. How is it done? It's done pretty good. I mean, this is quite a lot of purified Naquada, right? These get turned in 4 to 3. So, maths, that is like 400 and something. 400 from there gets halved twice. So 200, 100, 100 of these. 100 echo shards would get me what? 100 echo fluid, which would get me 100 void ingots, which would get me probably enough. So I made void. I make void frames, don't I? Not void casing. So it goes into rods, which then go into frames. And how many frames do I need for the Supreme Plasma Turbine? 28. Okay. Sure. That's actually fine, I think. There's no use for this dust otherwise, so this should just be set up in a processing line. Purified Naquada. I guess I could set it up here. It'll probably be in single blocks anyway. Largely. Obviously the implosion generator is going to be the 3x3. A compressor, not generator. What is this? It's an implosion generator. It's a bigger implosion generator. Well, these things take like a second anyway, don't they? So I'm not too worried. We've already got TNT being made, right? Yeah. This is solid machine casing. Wait, so I see how long every step of the void line takes? Okay, well this takes a second. This takes 15, which is pretty normal. I know this takes a million years, and then from there, this takes a million years, and then from there, this takes a million years. That's great. Right, muffler hatch, maintenance hatch. Looks like the wire mill needs to be a bit faster. Sure. I've got an EV energy hatch. I might as well use it. I got a 4-amp converter for EV. Yeah. A flux point. ME stocking bus. And then an output with a filter. Actually, there is literally no point in me. This should just be an ME output. It doesn't need to go anywhere. Okay. 4-amp energy hatch. Bring this over. Because it's in the ore processing subnet, it might have a couple issues finding some items, so we'll help it out there. Right, input. So it's going to take in purified Naquata and industrial TNT. I need to make the industrial TNT visible on the network. Okay, now this thing should be like going crazy. Yeah. I'm hoping that it doesn't eat all our industrial TNT. It seems like it's fine. What the hell happened to my nether stars? How do we run out? This wasn't supposed to happen. Right, I'm getting more. There we go. I thought that, like, I know these things have a chance aspect of them, but I didn't think that meant that it would ever run out. Like, I mean, I know I'm unlucky, but, like, when we did the maths on it, it was, like, really low of a chance of that ever happening. And it happened, what, twice? This one's down to 7. These were fine. Mostly. Maybe it was just the way they split with the export buses. I don't know. I could do that. Didn't change much. I disagree. I actually think that for quite a long time these have been inputting them really inconsistently. Because there have been some of these have had stacks full while the other ones have been empty, and I think that's wrong, and I think that's preventable. So I am quite happy to do this actually. Leather star shards, right? Go in here. Yeah. And then, which one needs it most right now? This one. So I'm going to say you keep exact. Just 2 is probably fine. Same thing. 2 import. Keep exact. 2. Keep exact. 2. Yeah, it seems to always push it. It pushes it into this one, right? Or this one. I'm gonna turn these 2 off. Do I have any more shards? I have 1 energized one. I put that in here. I have 1. Fuck those in there. No, it is. It's an export bus, so what probably happens is it's quite slow initially to input it. Why? I'm more concerned about where the... There we go. The shards were for this one. Right, what I'm hoping this does... I have access to the better loop now. That's interesting. I don't. Not that. The better loop is... What's the better loop then? Did you break it? Did you break one just now? With the energized fluids? Right, because I could do it in the heat chamber and then... I'm just so unlucky. Like, I'm looking at this, at the chance here. And I must just get so unlucky. Right. The whole point of this was I wanted to, by restricting the buffers of these polarizers, we would put up a stockpile of nether star shards. And then hopefully these things balance themselves out a little bit. But then what happened? At the end of the day, the speed of these laser engravers aren't going to matter because these are not going to be the slowest thing at any point. No idea, but it's concerning. I think it was just the way AE2 was deciding which ones got the outputs. I think whatever it decided, it was consistently doing that, which led to them being imbalanced, and then two of them emptying. Because that's basically what we'd seen happen before. I just don't understand why this time it actually emptied the whole thing. Right. What's it called? This stuff? That's Ivy. How have I forgotten the name of the... It's Twinite. Okay, they get the power. Good, good. This, I'm gonna bring it in here. Export bus. Purified Naquada. What that should do, you make flawless, you make exquisite, and then it comes in here. Okay, well there we go. Exquisite Purified Naquada. And that's going to need to go in the vibration laser engraver with another star lens. Is that something we can make? Yeah. We'll need nether stars sorted out, but otherwise, yeah. And then it's just PCB and lubricant, which is fine. Okay, I'm confident this will sort itself out. It's just going to take quite a bit of time. Now it's gone over 1 trillion. How's the argon plasma? It's pretty stable. This is still going. How much quake-proof casing do I have? 62. Okay. Vibration laser engraver needs more neon. Neon is looking good again. I might switch the heat chamber back on then. Right. Brine liquid alloy. Okay. Atomic casing. For the vibration laser engraver, I need 438. I think 150 more. 160 really. She's not 1,000. Liquid alloy. Oh my god. Where is it? It's this one. Takes you 2 minutes to make. How much is that? Like 9. 2 minutes to make 9, and I need 900. Well, that's an issue. I could use this if this thing wasn't busy, and this thing is very busy. So that's not great either. These things are so expensive, man. How's the fusion glass? That's a 600 now, right? Yeah. Okay, well, what else do I need that I might... I need a bit more fusion glass. I need 36 fusion coil blocks and 60 superconducting. Okay. I need 60 of these. This is with the cheaper recipe. Okay. There's a cyclonic sifter. I didn't do the laser engraver, did I? Laser engraver. Right, the cyclonic sifter is made with all that stuff. Okay. I'm just realizing it needs UHV components. Okay, we're gonna have issues. I think. Oh crap. Okay, right. This is probably the biggest thing we need to sort out. Because I do want that multi, but the multi is definitely gonna need all this stuff. And this stuff is going to need UHV, a UHV energy hatch, right? Oh god, these take ages in the ABS. Yeah, okay, it's an ABS recipe. Right. The tin alloy is stuck behind all the quake-proof casing, because of course it is. But I can't even use this stuff anyway because I need all these components for the controller block. Ugh. Hey, Spider. How are you? I need these. God. It uses more neutronium as well. I have this stuff at least. Okay, Spider. The thing we're really upset about at the moment. I mean, there's a few things we're upset about. No, I know. This is the main thing. So, in the last stream, right, we were making all that casing, the quake-proof casing. Takes 1,000 seconds in the ABS. Pretty annoying. That's still going. Of course it is. But the controller for the cyclonic sifter needs UHV components and UEPIC chips. Yeah, so I need to do all that. I need to do this. All this nightmarish stuff. I need a molten destabilizer. It needs 24 pumps. Yeah, yes I do. I also need a molten destabilizer anyway, which I don't think I have. If I can't spell it though. Destabilizer. Did I do the research for this? I feel like I did. Let's check if I have it. It looks like that. Right. No. I guess I don't have it then. I need a fractioning distillery, which I thought I did. Probably. Right, I just finished the research for the vibration laser engraver. Molten destabilizer needs a fractioning distillery. I swear I took out. Data module, come on. The vibration laser engraver, by the way, needs 440 atomic casing. We have 280, and to get the 400 we need, I'm missing like 1,000 of this stuff.
It's a raid!
Nope, it's not. AWD. How's it going, dude? Yeah, Moni uses it a lot. They used it in like all those H&N multis. I'm getting Greg right up there today, I think. What's wrong with fabric? I thought people found Forge as more of an issue. Is Neoforge just like objectively the best then? These things are so expensive. This stuff's made from pure netherite. Which is this stuff. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, interesting. That's quite a lot of purified debris that I've got. This loop is infinite, right? Am I missing anything by not doing more with this? Pure netherite should probably have a bigger buffer. That's one thing. Where is my pure netherite? It goes in an HSSG. It could be anywhere then. Crap. I don't remember where it is. Your netherite. We've got any samarium, iron, arsenic, oxide. Why don't we have any of that stuff? No arsenic? No, where's the iron? We have iron. We have samarium. Okay, that needs investigating, I guess. Trinium doing its thing. Enriched aquata. No, I agree, Spider. It's something that I was getting done with the drawers, and then when I stopped doing the drawers, obviously, I caused this to happen. What an alloy. Where is it? No ultimate. I could probably do something about that. Tungsten. It's got to be over here, right? It's got to be one of these. I just built these in a weird order, which is why it's pure netherite. Okay. There you go. Which terminal? Oh, what the monitor thing? Oh yeah, no, I like that. On the okay, on the Toms, a terminal, a Toms terminal on the Toms. Okay, I understand. Are you kidding me? It's telling me I haven't got enough oak planks and it won't craft them for me. Okay. Okay, that does work. Good. I like that. That's good. Thank you. Yep. Good job. Yep. Very good. Very good. I like it. I wanted more fusion reactors. Oh my god, I'm just like all over the place today. Two of these. Nope. One of these. One of these. Yes. Uh, I really wanted the Supreme Plasma Turbines before I did the whole passing on my EBFs and things, because this is probably going to kill my power, so having a Supreme Plasma Turbine would be really nice. But I'm seeing now that that's probably not going to happen. I need this stuff. Oh, this. Oh, it's, okay. No, I know, and I'm biting off way more than I can chew, so I'm probably going to just end up doing the parts and the EBS anyway. But we've got an ad break, which means we can play some GeoGrid and hopefully not lose my mind any more than I already have. It's early in the day, and I feel like I've lost it. Right, today is Wednesday. Right, main monitor. Oh, here we are. Okay, GeoGrid. Top 20 in annual tourist arrivals and a flag with only 2 colors. Okay, well the first one that came into my head is Japan. So let's not do Japan. There aren't many countries that only 2 colors in their flag. Which makes it quite difficult. Do we think there's probably some cheeky ones you can do with top 20 in tourist arrivals? I'm just trying to think. Probably not. Yeah, they're all pretty good. Red and white flags are probably what we're going to be guessing here. Red and yellow sun. I don't know. Top 20 in tourist arrivals. I'm trying to think of like more obscure ones. Ooh, I kind of like Turkey, maybe. Finland and Denmark aren't bad. Greece wouldn't be bad, actually. I like Greece and Turkey. Maybe Cyprus as well, but I don't know if Cyprus would be top 20. I don't know which one's going to be the best out of those options. I think I might leave it for now. Okay. Uh... Macedonia, or North Macedonia. I like that, actually. Oh, everyone liked that. Everyone agreed with you. It's tough, isn't it? Um, Sri Lanka. No, that's got more than 2 colors. I couldn't done it for that one. I don't think I would apply to any of them then. Okay, never mind. What else would it be? There's quite a lot that could be. Um, Micronesia. Uh, there's other ones. I'm gonna do Greece. I wonder if Turkey was better. It's the Federated Republic of Micronesia, which is why that would be more than one word. Yeah. I don't know if is that yeah, Federated States of Micronesia. Yeah, so that would have been one of them for sure. What flag even is that? It's like blue with white stars. Oh. Okay, I rushed into that one. I shouldn't. You can't go with what you think first. You really can't. Okay, that's so obvious now that I think about it. Terrible from me. Right, who produces nuclear power that speaks English or has English as an official language, which isn't always the same thing? I don't know. I could try South Africa, but that might be too common. Okay, fine. Maybe Namibia would have been better, but I doubt they have nuclear power. I'm trying to think which countries in Africa would have nuclear power. Right, multiple words Nuclear power. Yeah, I could have done the one below it. Yeah. Unlucky. Produces. I'm not really familiar with how many countries produce nuclear power. I don't think they have a nuclear power plant, no. I'm sorry. uh, oh, okay. I'll take that. Crap. That was wrong. Um, I'm not convinced it's top 20 in tourist arrivals, Norway. Honestly, I think one of the big obvious answers for this might actually be quite uncommon. We just have to pick the right one. Like France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, the US, any of those, or even like China. South Korea for this one, maybe. Okay, out of all the really common answers, which one do you think I should try? I think Italy, weirdly enough. Italy or France? I no, but I think more people are gonna guess it. That's the thing. But I think it's so common that people aren't picking it. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't have enough. It's if you think about it, Spider. Um, I mean, Mallorca will be in Spain. Yeah, no, it does. It does fit. I'm not worried about that. I just think that there's quite a lot of overlap with these, right? So there's quite a lot of really obvious answers, and I think one of the obvious answers might be quite good. Right, I think we'll do it last. I'm gonna do nuclear power in multiple words. And the one for that I'm gonna do is um. Well, that's quite hard, Spider, because Spain and France are just like the top two for tourism anyway. I think. I want to try South Korea for this one. Okay, fine. Sorry. um, maybe I should have done South Korea for this one instead. I didn't really think about that. Oh well. Does multiple words allow the word the? Oh well, we never know. Do you think New Zealand has a nuclear power plant? Probably. Crap. Okay. Screw it. Italy. I'll take it. Oh wow, no one's done it. What on earth is up with the score distribution? South Korea for the middle one was the most common answer. Oh, and so is Italy for this one. So I messed up. Oh my god. 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 I can't even look at it. Yeah, Tonga. No, that's cool. Fair enough. I can't I can't even I can't. South Africa for that one was the best one, and then Pakistan. So I need to swap those around. The least common answer for this one here was the US, which is hilarious. South Africa for the middle one would have been really good, and then Canada was better than Turkey here. Hong Kong. This is really bad. I'm so sorry. Norfolk Island being the rarest answer for that one. My thinking was there's so many obvious answers that it would that that's terrible. Yeah, Micronesia's there. Uh, it was somewhere in the middle. Interesting. Yeah, this is tough. UAE. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that. That was so dumb of me. Right, this is all stuck behind tin alloy because it's stuck behind this stuff, the quake-proof casing. We did some research. We researched a molten destabilizer. That's going to go in there. Yeah, I'm trying to anyway, where I can. But you asked me to stream earlier. Did you? I should remember that. Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Right. No problem, hypercrafting. I will listen to you next time. This is nightmare fuel, this recipe. I mean, don't I also do that? Not to the same extent. That should be everything. The UHP chips are probably suffering, but that's tough. Oh, really? Well, I wouldn't talk about that. Right. I can be a little bit stubborn with it sometimes, though. I need more Quadria. I have no thin. Wait, did I not set that up? I didn't set it up. Okay, that's fine. The Quadria needs more fluid sizes. That's actually kind of difficult. That's the Quada, not the Quadria. I guess I need to do a drum, but I can't pump into a drum from underneath, right? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it this way. Also, getting like a drum that will take the liquid. 9,000 Kelvin. Okay, to be fair. No, all my drums can handle that. Wait, 9,000. No, they can't. I can't count. Why not a super tank? Because a super tank's so big. It's like, no, I know they don't. Just, that as a concept is just hilarious. But what am I supposed to do? One super tank, but it's like 4,000. Isn't that ridiculous? How much do I use this? I probably use this quite a lot, the Quadria. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, what if I'm thinking about it when what happened here? Did I break? Did it not? Oh, guess I lost the Quadria that was in there. Oops. Well, I think it kind of looks hideous, but we'll sort that out. Base of storage bus, otherwise it won't be visible. I disagree. It's visible. It's fine. Good thing we checked though. The output wasn't on the back. It doesn't need to be, does it? The output isn't the back. It looks fine. There's nothing wrong. It's on extract only, yeah. Good. I can check on the neutronium fusion reactor, and it is full of Nequadria. So right, still having a hard time with the Americium fusion casing 24. It's gonna get stuck behind the tin alloy again. This stuff is just stuck behind the thing that takes 20 years. Which is fine. The molten destabilizer. Now that the Nequadria is sorted, I need more neutronium. And I need to do the polyimide sheets. It's polyimide, which just feels really hard to say. Right. Do I want to do those? Hang on. Do I have a fluid certifier multi? No, you're an extractor. Guess I just make one. Is that worth doing? Probably. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Fluid solidifier is this thing. I'm not doing it. It needs waterproof casing or whatever, and that stuff is going to be made in the ABS that is currently occupied. So I'll just do it on passive, which is fine. That's also completely okay. Two of these, and then one of them's a vendor. Hey Rex, hey Kuko, how's it going? Why is this even here? Anyway, can someone tell me what's happening? That's what's happening. No, we're good, we're good. Okay. I was so confused. I was so confused. Because the UI wasn't showing up for it, so I had no idea what was going on. But no, we're fine. Okay, so an ingot mold, plate mold. Do we actually use these? No, it's just the sheets. Okay, I don't actually need this. Welcome back. Kinda. Yeah, this is a pretty integral part of Greg, I'd say. At least my Gregging. Locked and linked. There we go. Okay. We've got the sheets. That's the kind of thing you do when you're in like LV. I did that in LV when I was like in my little LV room here, and I'd be like jumping between these machines. Yeah. Now I'm just far too busy to be able to do anything like that anymore. Unfortunately, I just jump all over the place. Right. I need to make the molten destabilizer, which I'm now very close to doing. But I need to make everything that's needed for the multi-block, which is going to be all this stuff, which involves 40 tritanium coils. But otherwise, everything's pretty easy. I mean, the tritanium coils are also easy. There we go. I just knew I didn't have them. Right. 104 black steel frames. Good. 121 high temperature casing. Get a bit extra. good. 24 enriched Naquada casing. How much? Well, we got enough. I'm gonna just ask for 20 more anyway. 14 heat vents, pipe casing, heat vents. Okay. And the firebox casing. We've not made that yet. This one. Okay, I think that is it. I mean, there's the ZPM machine casings, but they'll be really easy. Um, 14 days. So, quick maths. 350 odd hours. We've been talking about this quite a lot, WD, actually. That's a really good question. Basically, a lot of the stuff to make StarTech different is happening now, at the point of the game I'm at now. Like, there's a few things that, like, the ore processing and generation stuff is different. That's all very new for StarTech. But then otherwise, it plays out mostly like how Greg would normally play out. But the bit I'm getting to now is where StarTech really diverges and does its own thing. It's also the part of the game where everything becomes very expensive. Like regular Greg progression? No, yeah, for regular Greg progression, I'd say it's new things as you go through. Like the Greg progression is pretty good at being different. Like the IV multi blocks, when you get those, the game really opens up, I think. What does this the statistics tab say? Uh, time play. It's the same. That's where it's pulled it from. Time with world open, 16 days. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically why I said spider. But he meant more like how does like Greg's progression change as you go on. But yeah, more of the late game things in Greg are the bits that the way the mod packs really like make themselves unique. Right. Molten destabilizer. Can I make the block now? Do I have enough neutronium? Nope. If I do that, Spider, all I'm gonna do is just drain my argon plasma. So I'd rather not. Especially when I can't make any more fusion reactors right now. No. I've actually been really, really good with it, I think. I've had like 1 or 2 crashes, and they've just been random, pretty much. Yeah, the Moni factory had more problems, especially for me. I was able to finish it, but the game was so broken by the end. Whereas this feels alright. My frames haven't been great, but I blame my PC more than anything. Oh, uh, turn these back on. I left this on too long, and now I've got the opposite problem, where these ones are now full, and these ones aren't. Whoops. Yes, that's true. I don't even think about chunk boundaries when placing multis anymore. No, I know, I know. I wish the chances went up with the voltage as well, but it doesn't. Okay. Brain. Is there any other prep that I can do? I guess I could check out the vibration laser engraver. I need some prismalium frames and 96 palladium substation hatches and some melodium casing. I guess I could do the melodium casing. Okay. Rod here, and then frames and casings together. Here. Okay. So how much this did I need? 30. Sure. And then I needed some substation casing, which is quite cheap. And then I need a prismalium frame. I do have prismalium, so that shouldn't be too difficult. How many? It was just the one. I guess it's the block in the center. Yeah, sure. This multi-block is huge, by the way. This is how big the multi-block I'm trying to make is. This guy, the big old cube. We're definitely limited by the atomic casing right now. I also need to make the molten destabilizer, which is actually not that big. And I wanted to make the cyclonic sifter, but there's no way I'm going to be able to do that because I can't make the controller block. Because it needs all the UHV components, and they need a bunch of UHV nightmarish things that I haven't been able to sort out yet, which is why I'm doing the destabilizer first. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's made in the ABS, and it is taking forever. Star Technology definitely has a lot of big multis. Yeah, Moni Factory did not have many. I'm enjoying the big multis, but they are... Everything just feels very expensive. Yeah, StarTech is on a different level, I think. I quite like the Hellforge with the hand. Oh, that's not this thing. Hang on. This one. Like a hand coming out the ground. Ridiculous. I don't know how close I am to making this thing. It's a UEV thing. Right, so with... I need... To get this stuff, I need this dust. Which... Wait, I'm confused. There's two different things here. This goes into this. This is made like this, but I need to make this dust. To get a hold of this dust, I need to do what? Where are the ingots of this stuff? Is it molten? No, I know there's more pages. But I don't know what I'm missing. How do I get to this stuff? Which molten ore is it? Is it this one? No, it's tellurium. What? The quest just says this. Okay, this is apatite rich magma. That does answer that question, I guess. We have that stuff already. Okay. We have the poor one though. Well, no, this stuff needs to get processed. This stuff, I need to do this. Into this. Into this. Into that. Into this. Into this. Oh my god. Okay, that's quite a lot. And I'm guessing that has its own processing line. The purple one. It might be in the chapter before. Here it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, the magma stuff. Let's actually start ticking these things off. So we need to go this way with it. Which just does all this stuff, which is just insane. Steam. Oh yeah, we do get steam. Okay, great. And then I have no idea how these bits are going to work, but I'm guessing it's going to be part of the component part assembly. Oh, this is going to suck, isn't it? There's so much to do. Okay. Oh, this might be the last of it. It's not taking 1,000 seconds, which is interesting. What a ridiculous processing line. Okay, so I need to get the dust. To get the dust, I need to get the ore. To get the ore, I need to get it from the liquid. And I need to do this before I can get the rich one. Even though I want to do the rich one because I want to make this thing, but I can't make this thing until I've made these things. And these things require all this nightmare fuel. Ugh, gravity stars. Okay. Fantastic. Molten destabilizer. Then we're waiting on neutronium still. We're really close. Maybe if I stop importing liquid americium into my fluid solidifier. We have 2,000 of the ingots, which is pretty good. I know we use quite a lot for wire for things. But maybe with the extra americium, we'll get more neutronium. Right, the component part assembly is something I'm going to have to make. So let me look at how I do that. Assembler. Oh my god. It's expensive. That's so expensive. Right, ultimate assembler. Quite a lot of americium wire. Okay. I do have a UV assembler right here. Are you doing any recipes? No, then gimme. This thing, data module. I don't think we've done the research for this yet. The component part assembly. No, okay. Do you like the beep boop sound of the research station? Quite a few things make this noise. The dimensional destabilizer does as well. Look how useful it is. Yeah, no, it was useful. It was great. No, I appreciate it. Yes, it was good. Right, to make the thing, it costs me all this crap, which is really, really expensive. Um, so there's 6 of these, and then 8 of these. You fixed the fabric problem. Good job. So you've ported. That is your fishing mod, right? Ported to fabric. Oh. Then what is getting ported to fabric? Right, there we go. There is the data. Shove that in there. Component part assembly. I can make it. It's just really expensive. It's 384 Americium. Ouch. A data-driven selling bin. Oh, like the Stardew bin. Okay, I understand. I'm now missing liquid Nequadria. I'm guessing I just need to maybe craft some UHV circuits separately before I do this craft, and then it'll probably be okay. So I need to make how many? 6 UHVs? I could do like 4. Everything's so expensive. Is Neoforge just that good? It sounds like it is. It just makes things a hell of a lot easier, it seems. Good. How long do these take each time? 35 seconds. Ooh, okay. Power's probably going down, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. Interesting. On that. This, like, how is my beryllium? It's okay. I'm comfortable leaving that as it is. How is my magnesium? 80,000. Yeah, we're good. We will be fine. You just attach a piece of data to anything. And they have data maps. This does all sound very useful. Even if I don't know about the modding too much. I need 46 UV motors crafted. Maybe they should have been on passive like my other ones. UV motor. How realistic would that have been? Oh, I could totally do that. Is it going to be needed? It's probably going to be needed. I might copy paste this. Let's see, this is probably good. This should be fine. Yeah, copy paste gadget. Okay. Could we squeeze this guy in? It wants 2 data access hatches. I thought I got rid of the one that was up here, but I guess it saved it anyway. The flux point and all the hatches. Okay. For a UV energy hatch, I'm going to need a better one anyway, aren't I? Said PM. Okay. ULV. How are we looking now? Just need the quadruple hatch. Oops. Okay. Right, I need data for the UV electric motor, which means I need a data orb. And one of these. ZPM. Okay, well, this went pretty smoothly. Just need to get all the items on passive, and then we're good. And those items are... I might bookmark these. Random bookmarks I put in by accident. Okay. This. Those are already on passive. The Samarium long rod is already on passive, which is good. then it's just using a load of titanium, which we've been building up a load of it anyway, so we should be okay. So it's just long rods, rings, rounds, and Americium wire, and yttrium barium cuprate cable. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine where it is. These. That one. These will need a load of interfaces. How many parts to it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one isn't used. Ready? Okay. I guess it was for the pump, and not for the motors. Right, so the tricky bit is going to be the doing the cable, probably. That's going to need a whole new assembler. I think this is worth doing. I really hope this is worth doing. Right. Extruder, extruder, the round stuff. How do they do the round stuff? Just separate. Lathe. Okay. Right. Wire mill. Lathe. And then that's this. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. Welcome back. We are making passive UV motors because I just tried to make the component part assembly. I just did it. It's just done. And it cost me like all these guys together, and that was a lot of motors, like a stack. And I really wish I had those on passive, so that didn't take as long. So I'm doing it now. I also saw the Zalloy line that I need to do in the processing lines chapter, and I wanted to die. Because I can't make the cyclonic sifter without doing all of this. And obviously this stuff needs the Zapolite, which is where the line starts. But that obviously means I need to then process the poor magma rather than the Zapolite-rich magma, which I'm sad about. We do have ads coming, I think. So leave a gap here for the rubber. Hello. Component Nexus when? After the cyclonic sifter, I believe. It's here. So we'll need UEPIC chips, and then we need runic wetwares as well. So that's gonna need a whole thing. Right, we haven't got ads going, so time guesser. Oh, great. Yeah, I can't wait. Right, get ready for the flashbang of the time guesser. There it is. Daily. Oh wow. Right, well that's French behind them. Um he's quite a character. Well, every time I've been like maybe it isn't Paris, it's just been Paris anyway. So I'm just gonna go with Paris. The year, I mean, if Blank was a bear, that would be him. Oh my god. Sure. Right. Let's double check this. Um, I'm pretty good about the year here. It could be like 1920s. Okay, I'm gonna go 1912. It was
Keep
1920s.
following and following, and when we
Unlucky. Glow sticks, thank you for the follow. I lost 3,000 points on the year. Oh, that's rough. He's a policeman, apparently. Amazing. How's it a bad score? Because I was off with the year by quite a bit. Right. I don't recognize the people. Am I supposed to recognize the giant cannon? Uh, okay, that looks like Cyrillic. Is it not Cyrillic? Do you think it's Thai? Oh god, then I'm stupid. Sorry. Let me look. Lions on it. It does. Okay. Uh, yeah, no, you're right. I think. No, no, I tend to agree with you. Maybe the only reason I don't think it's Thai is because everyone looks really white. But it also seems like before this looks like quite a famous thing as well. Like, could this be in Singapore? You know what I mean? Like, that would make more sense. Yeah, I don't know. I need something else that can help me, and I don't know what that is. Just, I can see like a car back there. This place looks pretty. Look, you say that, Matthew, and I thought when I thought initially, I thought like um I immediately thought the Channel Islands, and I don't know why. Uh, but um, I don't recognize the people if we're supposed to do that. Uh, it's probably like early 70s. I don't know what that is. I mean, I might do, but I don't know what it is. Uh, Looking in the background of this place, that doesn't help me at all. Do you think they look Russian? uh, Screw it. It's not here, but like I genuinely don't know. It was Russian. At least I feel a bit vindicated that uh that is what I thought it was, and I trusted you. But like at the same time, I just we need to give it. We can still get 40K. It did. No, I know. I agree. I completely agree. Uh ah. Well, I also thought it looked a bit Cyrillic. Right. Yeah. Um, that has to be the Norwegian flag, right? We're not debating that. Okay, good. um, am I supposed to recognize them? Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean Iceland, right? But this isn't Iceland. All right. Now the year. Um, Crap. Oh, with that, and then with that, I'm now early. But no, it was the 70s. I should have gone late 70s. The picture quality, they dressed like it was the like late 70s, early 80s in my mind. And then um the picture quality looked like a tiny bit too good, and I looked at their faces and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to go a bit later." And I regret that. Uh Ooh, do I know who that guy is? um yeah, this is tough. This has been tough. Do I know who this is? Oh, let's say Peru. Uh, that's handy because otherwise that would have been quite tough to work out. Right, the year. They've got an email address, a Hotmail. I mean, not necessarily. We can still get if I get these next two bang on, then we're at 39, which isn't the worst in the world. Okay. Um. Right. Sure. Okay. So I'm happy just to guess like in Lima. Um. And then the year. I mean, 2007, 2017, brother. What? They were using Hotmail in 2017. That is such bullshit. Oh, well there you go. Yeah, okay, okay. October 31st, and then I can't read that. Oh, that says 1939. And that looks like a recruitment poster. Yeah, I'll just go somewhere in Milwaukee, and then hopefully it'll be fine. Uh, sure, it doesn't really matter. Um, yeah, 1939. But a war poster means I'm gonna go like 1942. Boop. 41, and it was like over here. Sure. If it wasn't for the Cyrillic, I just said it was in Moscow. I would have been all right. I mean, there were a few of the years where I was pretty off as well, but I'll take it. Right. Um, is this still going? Yeah, it's still going. Okay, back to it. Long rod extruder mold. Ring extruder mold. Okay. Americium wire. Let me lock that. Auto output, and then let's link it to this guy. Cool. The UHV motor uses zirconium wire. Is there an argument for having a wire mill here for the chance that I want this wire on passive? I'd say yes. In which case I'd move this extruder mold with the ring and place it here. And I think that makes sense. And then that way I can increase the buffer size of this to 1024 and not feel particularly bad about it. But I will wait I'll wait until I have more Americium because I've already gone through quite a lot. Right. And you will take titanium rounds. No, you will take titanium nuggets, which... How do they do that? How do they get these? The alloy smelter. Sure. Yeah, that actually worked out quite well. That goes in here, the titanium comes in. So that goes into there. This thing gets output up here. And then we lock and link the drawer. Okay. The ring then takes the rounds. No, that's absolute bollocks. Doesn't do that. Oh crap. Okay. You take just titanium as is. And you go there. Okay, and then where's the wire mill? Oh, I used the wire mill. I need a second wire mill. I forgot the yttrium barium cuprate. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to put it with this one though. That's going to be saved for fine wire. I'll put it next to it. these, give it a downgrade. Put this here, lock and link. Okay. So you take the rubber, which we're now making this rubber is the best one. And then we take the sheets. Robot arm. Keep exact, and I will say 2. Uh-huh. They all linked. This one wasn't linked. Okay. I believe that is all of those things now on passive. They're all locked. We're okay. Right, and then the order of the things is like this. Oh, the fluids that I need are soldering alloy, lubricant, and the quadria. There we go. That was a long 15 seconds. Okay, passive UV motors. Cool. Right, did that. All of this is still going. We have the component part assembly, which needs a bunch of fusion stuff, which I can't make because everything's stuck. I need 34 enriched and quadra casing and 8 30H SSE casing. It uses europium frames. Why do you have to use europium frames? How annoying. Well, I can probably make this thing anyway. It's going to be used to make the UV energy hatch because I need it to make the coil. Oh god. Okay. These things need the data inputted. but they are plugged into a data bank. So I might need a second data bank, I guess, for these in particular. I could use this space down here. How many of these things am I going to need? How long do these things take to craft? Not too long. Okay. How many of these things did you guys end up making? It's such a weirdly slow amount of time. Do I want all this space? Yeah, probably. And could I cut this all out the floor? I think I could. Okay. I think I'm gonna need to put a floor in. I don't know how much headroom I really need. If the ceiling's there and I'm only gonna put like these things in here, then it's probably not a whole lot. That seems fine. Okay, and then a load of this stuff with the exchanging gadget, which is here. Cool. Sure. Okay. Component next. Component part assembly. You go on the right like that. That's really weird. Okay. Enriched Aquada casing. There we go. Okay. Cool. So I have like a few of these in like a data bank or something, right? I imagine they're like little assembly lines. This is still going. It's doing the frames now though, so it's done all the casing. That's kind of good, I guess. Still can't do any of the fusion stuff. Maybe it can. Because I made some tin alloy in like a random extractor, didn't I? How much Americium Y do I have? Ingot, sorry. 1100. And I have no Americium. Like liquid Americium. I got 12 liquid neutronium. To craft 89 buckets of tin alloy to get the casing. That's going to be a problem. I can't do that until this thing's done. And this thing has been going this whole time. I don't know when it's going to be done. I'm going to give myself a little bit more room down here. 2 blocks of room. Because I'll be doing data bank stuff, which means I'll probably have optical fiber cables, which suck. How big are these things? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 5. Okay, can I plan these out? Sure. 3 along like that. I could squeeze the data bank in here. Data bank is how big? Yeah, it's 3 by 5. So I could do data bank here, and then the rest of those are all on there. That kind of works. Part assembly on the wall, maybe. Who knows? Um, okay, cool. This has bulking, the vibration laser engraver. So it takes less time if I do loads at once, and what I will be doing at once is this. So, sure. Um, what's the argon? It is going up. The molten destabilizer needs 13.8 liquid Nequadria. And I have none. Is it because of all the Americium I'm making? Not Americium, sorry. Neutronium. This was always fine. Like, this never had a problem. Now it's got a problem. It makes it every... Surely the Americium is a bottleneck, not the Nequadria. Why is it not crafting now? Is that not enough Americium? No, it's not. Okay, now it's full. Is it because of all the Nequadria that went towards making my UHV, UV motors? It might be the passive UV motors. How much is it per UV motor? 576. Yeah, I can see that would be a reason why. Okay, well, where's my Nequadria? And where's my extractor? Put that in there real quick. And then molten destabilizer. Where is that all going? Is it going into the assembly line and it's just getting eaten up straight away? Not quite. Molten destabilizer. Missing 10. That puts me at 430 atomic casing. 330, sorry. I need 100 more still. Oh, that's terrible. That's so bad. Molten destabilizer. Come on. Missing 2. I've thrown like 3 stacks into this. What is happening? How are there no nether stars in these? Nether star shards. Even when this is turned off. The amount of times these guys must have run. Surely these ones would have had 2 put in, but then they didn't get consumed. But then why are there none in here? What happened? Two in there. There's none in here. And then this one turned on. Like you mean like the quantum stars? I guess there's some here. No, I'm more confused on how the shards are or aren't spreading around properly. They don't input the way you'd expect them to into these polarizers. They just don't. Stupid. So you're saying I should split them into groups of 3? It'd be groups of 5. I think it wouldn't make a difference, to be honest. That's what I think. I'll try it. Yeah, no, I get it. How do I fix that? Molten destabilizer. Getting this thing built would be a nice thing to get done, considering there were like a bunch of big multis that I wanted to make today, and we've made none, pretty much. I made an assembly line, and then maybe a component part assembly that isn't even ready yet. Okay. I mean, the only other place where nether stars go is to the chem bath. We have radon. There's actually no excuse. Like, what? Why is the uranium loop not working? It is. Why do you stop before you run again? What's supposed to be going in there? Air, right? I have no air essence. Okay, I have no air essence. Well, these mystical greenhouses, they just kind of suck. There aren't any, there's no multi-block version of these, right? They just are as they are. Don't know. I don't think for these it makes a difference, no. It does for this lot, I think. Air essence. I take it back. That is at 90, so 100 would be LUV. Make it UV for 1 tick. I'm good. I'm not going to do that. But I am happy to actually change all of these to UV. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. But there's 3 water ones. So that could realistically be pushed back to like... I mean, they're all at 0. Maybe I do need... okay. LUV. This stuff is stuck behind. Do they have chance boosting? The essence burners? I don't think so. No. don't know what I wanted to extract here. Yeah, I guess they're just slow. I really need this ABS to be available again. I'm quite desperate to have this back. Oh, it just takes so long. And how much more do I need? Like, I need so much more. 140. I made 10 of these frames. And I needed how many? 80? Build another one while I wait. I need to do the greenhouse stuff first. And that's stuck behind making UV pumps, apparently. Right, is power fine? Yeah, no, I definitely will need another one of these because of how long some of these recipes get. I don't want to be in another situation like this. I do agree. Um, I mean, there we go. We're getting these now. And we're getting them all on destabilizer. How exciting. Where is this thing going to go? Maybe here. I don't really know. Next to the other big round thing. Well, this is the heat chamber, which is also considerably bigger, and I am definitely going to make more heat chambers. But I guess I could do it like here. How big are these things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. That's not great. Wouldn't fit. How soon do I need Nether Star concentrate? It feels quite far away. Realistically, how many molten destabilizers am I gonna make? Quite a few, right? Two for now. Sure. I probably don't want to do that just yet. How do I want to do this? I think I actually want to keep just doing steps down. So I'm going to undo all that. Which means it would fit there. Should be quite a tight spot. Or I could just do them here. This isn't chunk claimed, this one. I am conflicted on where to place these things. I think I'm going to do it up here. Is there an issue with the crafting of this thing, or is it just take ages? It just takes ages. Yeah, of course it does. And yeah, the emitter that needed to get made for the last one got pushed into the other guy, into the same assembly line. Okay, so you got another 40 seconds. At least it gives me time to get all the parts together, though. So the molten destabilizer needs 104 black steel frames, which we have. It needs 24 firebox casing, which we have. 40 titanium coil, 16 ZPM machine casing. Machine casing. 14 heat vents, 121. High temperature smelting casing, just like take 2 stacks of it. Good. 32 pipe casing, 24 enriched casing. There. That is everything for the multi. And here is the controller, which then completes. Oh. To complete this quest, I need a UHV machine hull. We've got ads, so we'll do the crosswordle. I'll get this thing built, get it running the poor magma, and then probably stop. There we go. We did make a big multi in the end. Right, and this thing is how many blocks off the ground? Firebox, then it's 3 blocks off the ground. And what's underneath is just 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so back 1 and to the right by 1. So here. Yeah, fits quite cozy in there. Muffler hatch at the top. Yeah. Okay, I will finish the multi after we do the crosswordle. Right. I will move the chat to the middle. Okay. As always. Do it down here. Okay, they both have a T in it. That's great. It's quite bad. um, teach. An E and an A, and a T is not at the beginning of this word. Interesting place for the T then. E and A, but not in those spots, so it could be A like RE. Where's no? Okay, maybe an EA like plead. Okay. Either the A is at the start of the word, or, which it isn't because it's not in this word, so it has to be at the end. So it's E like that, potentially. Or the D could be here, something E, something A. I think the best thing to do would be to guess a word here that starts with D. Um, uh, doubt. I think I should check for the starting E. Right, well, there's no O or U. That doesn't really help. Okay. I can't do a mitt. I keep trying to do a mitt, don't I? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do. This one's getting kind of spooky. I need to work out where the A is. So if the A is at the end, I should do a word here, like ahead. Okay. And the D isn't in this word. I mean, the D could be second, but it's probably fourth, right? How's this one doing? We have nothing for that. Okay. If this is wrong, the D is in the second spot. So it's D something E. What? It could be I at the start. I or E. Why is it in the second spot? Uh, Very good hypercrafting. Because a D wasn't here, and it wasn't in the first spot either because we did doubt. So I had to go there. Right. We could do anything down here, but I would want something that is O E. Might do money. Okay. So it's not do. The M might be um hmm, a miss. I could try it. No, it isn't. We need the E, unfortunately. Um, so it's not me. Could be Ma, so A, and then the E could be there, and then the M needs to be either here or at the end. Um, I think this is going to be a word. Nope, unlucky. Could be ending in AM. This is confusing. It's got to be A. Okay, so the L's not at the end. There isn't even an L in it. That didn't really help too much, did it? I guess we now know this one's gone. I could try title. Nope. Okay. Um, trade. Nope. Okay. Um, ton. Okay, that's getting concerning. I guess it's got to be a U then. Another E. Do 5 across. Yeah, I want this to end in E as well. 5 across. Uh, I want to do elite, but there's no A. Elite, maybe? Okay, there's no E in the third spot. So it's not something like, I mean, it's not there, but you know what I mean. Something like that. This one should have more guesses. Okay, the M has to be here then. But there is a U in this. How weird. Okay. Oh my god. Uh, it's not a crew. Um, the R could always be here as well. Um, argue. Oh, I like that. Okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it sounded right. That did get quite scary. So the M is definitely here. and then the E is almost certainly in the second spot. So it's E M something R. It's not R at the start of this word. Doubt this is a word, but I'm going to put it in anyway. Okay. Oh, gamer. No, the E's there though. Crap. Sorry. Lima. Oh, hypercrafting. Look at you go. You're on a streak. Nice. That's not going to be a word. That's like half of what illicit is supposed to look like. Um, this is going to be tricky. This one. Elect. Isn't that too... Oh. Hypercrafting, my goodness. You have carried this. Good job. Really good. This one, I still don't know. Using emits. There's no I. And there's no E at the end. So it's not like emote. Is there another letter I could use at the end? Word. Why would it be? Don't know what that could have been. Empty. Nice job. I'm trying too hard to like put vowels where I'm expecting vowels to be, and you guys are picking up. Uh, you're picking up the pieces because I was struggling with this. Okay, so this one must be. Uh, hmm. What could go? Time. There we are. Okay. Right, and then this one. There we go. Okay. We got there in the end. Well done. That was definitely carried by you guys. Hypercrafting, you had some great answers. Good stuff.
Keep following and following. And when we
Evil Carver, thank you for the follow. And thank you for Empty as well. Very helpful. In spite of me, okay, look. Maybe a little bit. But that's not always the case. Can this run parallel hatches? It can. I don't know what you mean. How long are these recipes? They can be decently long. Let's do a configurable maintenance hatch. And let's also do UV for amp. I have both. Don't worry. Okay. The muffler hatch is in. Does it go right at the top? Yeah, it does go right at the top. Right, and then all this space. Yeah, we'll go underneath, I think. Okay. Inverter, not transformer. And a flux point. There we are. And then all the hatches. So what didn't form? I might just hit it with a terminal again. That tends to fix it. Nope. Hello hatches is fine. I counted everything right, so I'm a little confused. And I believe I've put everything in the right place under here. Nothing too crazy. I don't see any blocks of this missing. Oh. You know, I did put that in the terminal like 50 times, and I had the block in my inventory, and I was pressing the terminal, and it just didn't fill that space in. But I saw the maintenance hatch here, and I was like, oh. And yeah, there you go. Right. So no problem, dude. We're gonna stop soon anyway. I should be live tomorrow. I'll probably do a similar time. Maybe I might start a little later. We'll see. But yeah, this is the last thing I'm gonna do. Take care. Start a little later. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. Right, so I need the molten stuff, and the molten stuff is coming from this, and these are probably on mainnet. They're currently not connected at all. I guess I just told myself I'd do that when the time came. So these two. Okay. I was trying to find where we were going with that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, they're going into the subnet. Don't worry. Okay. I will bring this cable along. We're here. Is the subnet down here? It is. Okay, I'll bring this across. Oh. Oh, perfect. Okay. So they're all joined. Working disabled. Okay, sure. I don't really care. Oh, this is the heat chamber. I'm so confused. I'm meant to be over here. I can increase my size a little bit and it will stop the clipping. Do you find the clipping really annoying? Because sometimes when I'm cabling, I like to be able to use it. But if it bothers you guys too much, I can always make myself a tiny bit bigger. Right. I believe I want the Zappolite stuff. So I want these. My bad, my bad. Oh, there we go. Doing 8 recipes in parallel. Takes a bit under 3 minutes. And we're going to get 12,000 liquid Zappolite. Well, millibuckets of it. So 12 buckets of Zappolite. Which we would then autoclave into this. At which point we would get the dust with ore processing. And then we would electromagnetically separate it. And then centrifuge it. And then electrolyze it. And then put it in an LCR with hydrochloric acid. And then another LCR. And then into the EBF. Yeah. I like the effect on the controller block here. That's cool. Right. I think with that, I'm going to stop. But what I'll do is I'm going to come over here, hold the mystical greenhouses in my hands, and stand in front of this, so that when I come on, this is the first thing I do. And then we'll probably do the Zappolite processing, depending on how things go. Obviously, we're still waiting on the ABS stuff. And then we'll do some more fusion reactors and things. And the component processing assembly thing. There's plenty of stuff. Put a sign. You guys have no faith that I'm gonna remember by tomorrow. Like I'm 90% chance I'm gonna stream tomorrow. But LEV ones here. Hang on, that's not even clear enough. Replace with LEV greenhouses in hand. How's that? Is that clear enough? Right. I'm gonna look for someone to raid real quick. I reckon. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll be fine. Right, there's a lot of people streaming. Any smaller streamers? Any GregTech tab people? Let's have a look. None in English. Bartek? Oh. It looks like Duct GTNH is playing some StarTech. Did he just go live? Well, I'm gonna raid him because you guys like him, I think. Great timing. That is really good timing. Right. Let's get your little message ready. All right. Thank you guys for today. There is your message. Right. I'll see you tomorrow.